Konnichiwa and welcome to episode 34 of the Leadership Japan podcast. And I am your host in Tokyo, Dr. Greg Story, president of Dale Carnegie Training Japan. And much more importantly, you are a student of leadership, highly motivated to be the best in your business field. If you would like to access 102 years of the accumulated wisdom of Dale Carnegie Training through free white papers, guidebooks, reports, training videos, blogs, course information, plus much, much more, then go to japan.dalecarnegie.com. Today's topic: what leaders need to be doing every day. Leadership is about creating environments that influence others to achieve group goals. Now, this works because people support a world they help create. There are 5 success areas for leaders to focus on that make all the difference. First one is self-direction. This is a must for leaders. If you can't organize yourself, your ability to have others follow you is extremely doubtful. Effective, self-directed leaders have a personal vision, which they review each day to remind them that the compass is more critical than the clock. They do better than that. They write this vision down and they write down their goals. They do this because they know there is magic in committing generalities to specifics in written form. They have a broad range of goals around their main roles in life, so that the balance between business and non-business is never compromised. They have clearly defined values that guide their behavior. This makes them predictable, congruent, consistent, and reliable for those dealing with them. They understand the importance of self-direction, and they are evangelistic about converting those they are responsible for toward being the same. Next is people skills. This is a difficult area for a lot of people to master, mainly because they are either lacking in self-awareness, are underinformed, or uneducated. The leader knows the failure to form effective teams and partnerships at all levels, this is inside and outside of the organization, is going to have a critical negative impact on their personal influence capacity. Organizations which wish to prosper need their people to grow, and that requires a safe, open environment which encourages growth. Effective leaders understand there are certain things that turn people off, and they stop doing those things. In the same way, they study what works best, and they strive to interact with others in that way. Now, many successful leaders, of course, have read Dale Carnegie's classic on gaining human relation skills and make it their Bible for people skills. The primary object of leaders developing people skills is to ensure they can build trust and respect with subordinates. And if you haven't read How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, you are completely nuts. And you need to go out there and read that book, because you will find yourself on every page. You will see yourself on every page, and you will realize, man, I've been doing this the hard way. There's a better way, and this is the better way. Easy to read book, won't take you very long, massive return on your time investment. Process skills, another key thing for leaders, challenge us to ensure that the system is not putting a great person in poor systems and processes and ensuring that they'll fail. Now, we cannot see a process, but we can see people use that process. It is therefore easier to blame the poor performer than the process, and the leaders have to be attuned to the difference. Leaders demonstrate the ability to plan, innovate, define clear performance objectives, delegate, utilize time effectively, analyze problems, and make good decisions. That's what a leader needs to be doing. Leaders know people support the world they help create, so they enlist their people in reviewing and improving the processes. Hey, that means communication. Effective people skills ensure the processes work through people at optimum levels. Next, communication skills make or break leaders. Leaders learn the most by demonstrating effective questioning and listening skills. They understand that even the associate, the lowest of the low, on their first day on the job, can offer insights and innovations that offer value. This is counterintuitive because leaders often fall into the habit of telling everyone what they need to do and how they need to do it. The leaders, naturally, are usually the most experienced, smart, capable individuals willing to share their knowledge and insights. Learning how to ask questions, however, instead of giving orders, is a discipline that leaders need to master. Leaders also investigate the communication systems in the organization to ensure they are providing the right systems and processes to ensure communication is effective throughout the organization. So what you want to know is what the person who's got those fresh eyes, first day on the job, is seeing. They don't come in with any preconceived notions. They don't come in oblivious to the daily routine. Everything for them is new and fresh and apparent. And they see things that we no longer see. You walk past the paintings or the photographs or the posters on the wall in the office and you don't notice them anymore because they have just blended into the background. But for the new person, they see all. They see the systems, they see the people, they see what works, they see what doesn't work. We need to tap into those people and we need to find out what they are seeing, and that comes back to our communication skills. Now, being clear, transparent, concise, and checking for understanding are great tools for leadership. Motivational speeches have been replaced in business by quality questioning skills on the part of the leaders. These generate the self-discovery process amongst the troops and provide the best coaching opportunities. Finally, accountability is disseminated throughout the organization by leaders who hold themselves and their teams accountable. Leaders quickly and emphatically admit their own mistakes and lead by example. Now, Mr. or Ms. Perfect as the leader is hard to follow. Leaders have the self-confidence to show their humanity, show their weaknesses, to have the communication skills to enlist their team's support. Mr. or Ms. Perfect do not seem to need our help. There's no opening for us to engage with people like that. We need to see our leaders as human. Then we are more inclined to want to be helpful. Leaders coach, guide, support, and train others to achieve mutually agreed on goals and objectives. Leaders provide direction and manage change. Leaders also create and monitor systems and processes of control and accountability within their organization so people have the freedom to achieve. Take the burden of the infrastructure off the back of your people, make sure the processes are working, and free them up to contribute, free them up to participate, get them to input into what's going on, how we're doing it, what we could be doing, what we're not doing, get them involved. That is critical for the leader. And these self-direction, people skills, process skills, communication skills, accountability issues are part and parcel of the daily process of being a leader. We build people and we manage processes. That is our job. That is why we are here. This is how we make a difference. This is why leaders are critical to the success of all organizations. Thank you for joining the Leadership Japan podcast. Remember, to access your Dale Carnegie Training free white papers, guidebooks, training videos, blogs, course information, plus much more, then go to japan.dalecarnegie.com.